Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the AMX 13 F3AM. It's the Tier 6 French SPG. This one's located on the southeast spawn of Fjords, and it's under the command of Vladislav the Poker. Now, he's got a 155mm howitzer mounted on an AMX 13-ton tank chassis, and he's ready for action. Actually quite a popular Arty. It was very light and they made 621 of them. It's capable of doing 630 alpha, 39mm of pen, between 7.6 meters on the burst radius, 11 to 22 seconds of stun. Okay, he's gone to the aim and he's actually having a quick look from a long way above actually. That's better. Having a quick tactical view there to see the neighborhood, and there's a tree going down, so somebody is headed this way. In fact, there's more than one tree down. You can see there's another one only a short distance away. Fires one quick round in, there's another tree gone down. From this position you can hit just about everyone who comes to that particular gap, that pass into this area. And see that the other Arty on our team is also firing in that direction. We've got an M44 in that position. He's on the just at the base of the peninsula. Okay, the problem with this position is you can't fire to the north easily. You can get shots to the south though. And he's having a quick look at the south pass. Is he trying to open up the range so he can get good shots on the south? It looks like it. Okay, he's knocked a few trees down to give him cover, but I don't think he'd be under threat from the enemy from this direction. So this position might be a good one. Okay, he's got a box tank there, the SU-100Y. It's a Tier 6 game with only Tier 6 tanks in it, and it looks like the box tank's going to get the first shot. Direct hit. 248 hit points, non-penetrating shot, but the thing is the armor on the box tank is very, very thin, and so getting a penetrating shot isn't that difficult. If you can hit the actual casement rather than the actual hull, you can see he actually hit the base of the casement at an angle, and that's why it didn't pen, but it would have gone through otherwise. Second shot goes in, almost gets the VK3001H, but a lot of tanks take stun, and he is getting stun assist, so it is working. Okay, reloading rapidly. Standard reload for this Arty by the book is 30.58 seconds, but he's got 26.47. Rounds out. Another good shot. M6 this time is the one that took the splash. You can see they're all forming a line to actually shoot, and he's picking up loads more stun assist. He's getting right into the corner here, but again he's fairly safe from this position from enemy fire, because right from this corner it's very difficult to hit you. In fact, even the M44 is looking to take advantage of that. He's moved up a short distance away. Now the gap has narrowed now, and so it's a little more difficult to actually get shots on those guys. Going to the peninsula, or well, Little Italy as I call it, might be even better actually now, because those tanks are about to come through. And well, that guy just got dirted by KV2, but the guys behind him are looking to try and get in, and that shot actually damaged the ARL 44. He is getting some stun and stun assist, but it looks like the enemy have made their way through, and now we've got precious few defenders. We've got a box tank of our own trying to defend that area. We might be able to get a shot on a VK who's just trying to squeeze through the gap. Rounds out. Not sure if he got hit or not. But things are now looking fairly difficult for the team. As you can see, there's a Juno making his way towards our cap. And we're trying to spot where the enemy are to get shots. ARL 44 might go through that gap. We're almost ready to shoot. Might be able to get around into him. Rounds out straight away. He does take some splash. In fact, it did sound like he actually got a hit there for 236. But now he's going to have to take protective action. And in fact, the M44 probably ought to do the same. And that's go up this end of the pass. Now, this is going to be slow, because this Arty, although it does 60 kilometers an hour, it's not fast to build up that speed. Mainly down to the fact that the howitzer is quite a heavy weight, and it's only a very, very light vehicle. The actual weight of the entire vehicle is 18.5 tons, but most of that is howitzer, because after all, it's an AMX 13-ton tank, so it's supposed to be a 13-ton tank with a turret, and of course it hasn't got the turret. Okay, well, that VK looks like a good target. Let's see if he can get around it. Let it settle. Let it settle. That looks good. Rounds out. Oh, brilliant shot! Right into him. 120 hit points, but it is a kill. And now he's got the M6 pop up as well, so he can do the same again. So that's his first kill of the game. There's only 5 enemy tanks left, but the way they push through and have taken so much damage, he might actually be able to pick up a lot of hit points and kills from this side on. Now we've got a M44 and the box tank spotting for us. Another hit right onto the side of the VK3601H. Remember that M6 is down there as well. There's the VK. Just took a shell from the M44, and we've got some stun assist. Now we're having a bit of a problem shooting from that angle. He needs to move over where that VK on our team is to open up the angle. He's decided to pull back just a little bit further. You don't need to worry about moving back a bit further, because of course this is an Arty, so it can shoot over incredibly long ranges. Okay, there's the VK. He's a one shot if we get the shell on target. We've got a bit of a reticule bloom there. He's firing blind. Okay, the VK's gone down to take over from the role that the box tank was doing. The VK3601H has been wiped out, the enemy one, but that M6 is still down there somewhere. We've got nobody behind us now, so the enemy could pop up behind us at any moment. And if they do, then we're going to have a bit of trouble, because we're going to have to try and move about without actually getting spotted. Rounds out. That's a kill right in the face. And we did get spotted, so the enemy knows we're here now. And there's only 2 left on the enemy team. There's one of them. It's the ARL 44. Now, we've gone over to this side because there's plenty of bushes. But we're reloading and looking to get a shot directly into the ARL the same way we just did the M6. Okay, we're loaded. Only got the top of the ARL, so let it dial in. Rounds out. Didn't get it, but I back up a bit more. The big worry is we've got a Jagdpanzer here, or Quackpanzer as somebody else pointed out the other day, and he could come up behind us at any moment. Mind you, we don't know his health state. He could be full health. Okay. There's the ARL. There's only 2 left on the enemy team. If he does, he is behind us. He is behind us, and he just hit us in the gun. Oh my God, the shell actually hit the base of the gun. I think he meant to try and shotgun us, and he failed. But now we're headed all into this area. Oh my God. We lost our VK3601H, and now we're down on the rocks. Oh my God. What's happened? Oh, he's spinning on his tracks. But now the enemy, the only enemy, is the Jagdpanzer, because the ARL went down, and the only thing the ARL can do is try and kill us by shooting us from his side. Now, can we get out of here? Vladislav, the poker, is the only one left on his team, and he's facing that Black Panzer. he just got caught out by the rocks. But now he is a one-shot, this guy, if we get the shell on target. He does get it on target and he wins the game. And his gun goes skyward because he's done it for his team. What an extraordinary turn of events right at the end of the game. I did predict that that Flat Panzer would try and come up behind him, and he did. He thought obviously we'd be occupied looking at the ARL 44 and he wouldn't see the guy come up, but the guy made a bad shot. He fired at the gun, and the gun is basically solid metal, and therefore it could repel the shell. In fact, actually it bounced the shell that hit us, and therefore he missed out with his first shot. He should have aimed for the body of the tank, which is AMX 13 and only has 20 millimeters of armor around the sides of the vehicle. So he mucked it up and shot the wrong spot. But Vladislav managed to get his act together. He moved as quickly as he could. Unfortunately, ran straight into an area of rocks right down at the bottom there, where it almost looks like it's impossible to get out, but he got out of the pool, and then he was able to turn the tables on the enemy tank and shotgun him at fairly close range and win the game for his team. That was an ace tanker game for Vladislav the Poker in the AMX 13 F3 AM. It looked for a second as if he'd lost it all when he fell into the pool, but he kept it together. He also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in that game. He managed to get 12 and no other medals. And of course, because it's what replays, we don't have any other information. But what we can say is that he didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to the M6 on the enemy team with 2,260 hit points of damage. He didn't get the high caliber. It wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool. Second highest damage, well, that went to the T-3485M on the enemy team, 2,104. And the third highest damage, that also went to the enemy team. The VK3601H managed 2,034 hit points of damage. We can see that Vladislav the Poker managed to get 1,488 hit points of damage. And there were 4 members of the enemy team who scored more than him and 1 on his own team, which means he's in 6th place on damage. But when it came to kills, he actually got the highest number in the game. 3 kills went to Vladislav. Second highest was the VK3601H on his team, the box tank, and also on the enemy team, the ARL 44, their VK3601H, their Jagdpanzer IV, the last one on their team alive, and their Type 3 Juno. All got 2 kills each, but they all got outwitted in the end. When it came to base XP, he's the only player to get over 1,000 base. He got 1,012, with the next highest being the box tank on his team with 982, followed by the M6 on the enemy team with 708. So he may have done well, but unfortunately, yes, he lost out to an Arty. Let's have a look at detail. Vladislav fired 15 rounds in the game, got 6 direct hits on the enemy. None of them penetrated though, but he did get 15 splashes as well. 1,488 hit points of damage, of which 1,165 were at more than 300 meters. He received 2 hits during the game and 2 non-penetrations as well. And 7 hits, and 7 enemies were damaged, 3 were killed, and he got 1,689 hit points of stun assist off 12 stuns, and that was worth an ace tanker. On a free player count, he made a profit of 19,713 credits from that game, and he picked up 1,012 base XP from the game as well. But it was really down to it in the end. It was who kept their cool. And Vladislav, even though he fell off those rocks and down into the pool, he kept his cool and he managed to work his way out of there, going up the path, and then set the enemy up for a shotgun, and it worked and destroyed him. It may have looked at the end that he was still reloading, but in fact he was loaded and ready to go. I think it may have been the mods that were actually showing that he wasn't loaded, but he was loaded. And that Jagdpanzer IV, well, made a big mistake, and as a consequence he paid and Vladislav won. So well done to Vladislav. That was a really good game. Shows that Arty can conquer in the end, even if it's in a fight against a tank. Hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.